So I am trying to figure out how to get nice grass. It's very annoying. Now it's just getting ridiculous. I got my soil tested. I did fertilized it with the recommended thing. I'm using organics and I'm doing all kinds of crazy stuff trying to get my grass right. But what I didn't do was apparently the in the fall you're supposed to put a pre-emergent down. I just learned what that was. It's basically something you put down in your grass in the fall to make sure weeds don't come up in the spring. So I'm putting weed killer down, and this is what we're going to talk about today: is weed killer I'm pulling down, see if it's any good, and it's really going to be impressive if this works. 'Cause I'm going to show you something. All right, so here's the weed killer. This is really expensive, $70 for this gallon. All right, so this is the back, and this ain't nothing. Okay, I used it back here. All right, so we use it, as you can see, we used it on dandelions. We used it on whatever that is. I have a whole bunch, and I mean a ton of whatever that is, like ivy or I don't know what that is, man. I got stuff everywhere. I mean, you can look right here. It looks like, hey, you don't have that many weeds. Look what my grass is. It's all that stuff, just everywhere. So I'm hoping whatever that is, it kills. I mean, it's just weed central. I've never had it this bad. It just came this year like this. What is that? Nobody knows. I mean, this stuff is even getting flowers in the grass. I don't know what this stuff is. I mean, I have a little forest of weeds. I mean, look at this forest of weeds. I mean, look at this. Oh, wow. I put this on a couple hours ago. And look, they're already starting to get knocked down. See how they're all like leaning? I'm expecting all of this to be dead. Now, over there, where I mowed, was just like over here. All right, so it's day two, and I sprayed the weeds at 4 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday. It's 8 o'clock in the morning right now. So let's take a look. So pretty much all of them, but that one guy over there, all of them but one have fell over. This one guy, this one guy, he wants to live. Here's the other section that we looked at earlier. Nothing's really standing. I do not see any changes in these guys here yet. But all the dandelions are pretty much done. Whatever this thing is, this thing that they're all falling over also. These guys are starting to wilt. Now they say you need to use this between 50 degrees and 85. Below 50, don't understand why, but I know above 85, what can happen? Look at all this. I can tell the difference in these guys. These guys with the purple flowers, they don't look good. That guy's messed up. But above 85, look at all this. And again, there's one or two of them that are trying to make it, but doesn't look like they're going to make it though. Above 85, apparently this stuff can evaporate and drift in the wind and kill other things. it's strongly suggested that you don't use the T-zone when it's above 85 degrees, because you can actually start killing stuff in trees and bushes and stuff like that. I had a little forest of dandelions right here, mini forest, but that's all knocked down. All this stuff looks like it's going to be good to go. It's like a mass murder. All right, so day 4. Whatever this stuff is with this purple flower, those things are beginning to die. But the clover still lives. It says it's supposed to kill clover. I figured out what that stuff was. It's clover. It's not ivy. But this clover, they still look good. Whatever this thing is not. I might have to hit this clover again. Alright, so it's day 5, and the everything that I wanted dead is dead except for the clover. Clover looks like it's going to make it. Now, I didn't use it's the T-zone's supposed to kill clover, but I didn't want to put all of that chemical down. So instead of using the dosage that they recommend, which is it's 1.2 to 1.5 ounces per 1,000 square feet, I used 1.5 ounces per gallon, almost 2. That does around 4,000 square feet, the way I walk and spray. And that killed everything. Everything, half this stuff I don't even know what it was, and it's dead. But the clover, like I said, survived. So it's looking like I'm going to have to use a recommended dosage for that. Now, if you don't have the clover, at $70 a gallon, it should last you for years if you use 1.5 ounces per gallon. But if you have clover, it's going to be a little expensive. So I'm going to do another video on just the clover itself. But as far as weed control, if you don't have clover, this stuff works excellent. And you see everything falling down within hours, so it's great. So subscribe to the channel. This is tips and tricks. And if this helped you out, hit the like button. That helps me out. And I hope this helps.